Hello everybody, my name is Christina and today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to learn how to add and subtract fractions in word problems, and the standard that I'll be discussing is to solve word problems involving addition and subtraction of fractions referring to the same whole and having like denominators. So in our first equation here, we have Johnny ate 2/6 of a cheese pizza and Matthew ate 1/6. How much pizza did they both eat in total? Now, based on the images, we can see that those are both the same one pie made up of 6 slices, and on the left is Johnny's pizza. He ate 2 of those 6 slices, and on the right, we have Matthew's pizza. He ate 1 of the 6 slices. So we want to find out how much they ate in total, and that number means that we will be adding. So we're going to go ahead and write our 2/6 plus our 1/6 here. And this is our whole. There are 6 slices in a whole slice, in a whole pie of pizza. So we keep these numbers the same because they are like denominators. So we'll go ahead and write our 6 first so we know that we're keeping them the same. And then we're just going to go ahead and add our 2 and our 1. 2 plus 1 gives us 3, which means that Johnny and Matthew ate 3 6 slices of pizza in total. Our next problem is, of the animals at a pet show, 3/8 were cats and 4/8 were dogs. The rest of the animals were rabbits. What fraction of the animals at the pet show were rabbits? So now this question is requiring that we add and subtract. So first we want to take a look at our two numbers, and here we can recognize that our whole is 8. And we have like denominators, which means we're going to keep them the same. So we're going to go ahead and write our 8 over here. So now, since we have to add and subtract, what we can do first is add the cats and the dogs to find out how many out of the 8 are cats and dogs. So we're going to go ahead and add with our denominator kept as 8. We go ahead and do 3 plus 4, which gives us 7 over 8. Now that we know how many cats and dogs were there out of all total 8 animals, we want to find out what that other animal is. So what we can do here is write our 8 over 8, because this is how many animals we're supposed to have in total, and this is how many we have in total. And we're going to go ahead and subtract the cats and dogs from that number. So we keep our denominators the same. Those never change because it is the same consistent whole of 8 animals. And we're going to go ahead and subtract 7 from 8, which leaves us with 1, which means that 1/8 of the animals were rabbits. Now this question can get a little confusing because we have two whole numbers in front of our fraction. Miss Bloom had 4 7/12 boxes of pencils, but 2 1/12 boxes of the pencils were broken. After she threw out the broken pencils, how many boxes of the pencils were left? So if we take a look at just our fraction, we see that our whole is still 12. So we're going to keep those denominators the same. And it might look a little intimidating having these whole numbers here, but we're not going to worry about that just yet. We're going to go ahead and see what we have to do. So she threw out the broken pencils, which means we need to subtract. So in order to make this a little easier for us to subtract, we can go ahead and write our 4 minus our 7 over 12 minus our 2 minus our 1 over 12. And to condense that just a little bit, we can put our whole numbers here and then subtract the fractions right next to it. So first, we'll do our 4 minus 2, which leaves us with 2, minus our 7 minus 1 over 12, which would give us 7 minus 1 equals 6 over 12. And here we're just going to add these two together. Well, not really add. We're just going to put the numbers together, which would leave us with 2 and 6/12. So after she threw out the broken pencils, Miss Bloom had 2 and 6/12 pencils left.